Hello and welcome to Community Readers at your library. Tonight we have a very special community member who's going to read us a bedtime story.
Hello everybody, my name's Mrs. Claus, and in my community at the North Pole, I get to manage all the elves, and let me tell you, oh, that's quite a job. They like to be mischievous sometimes, and sometimes they're up to little tricks, so I have lots of managing to do. And my other favorite thing is to bake lots of yummy desserts and treats that I share with the elves and I share with Santa before he heads out in his sleigh to visit all of you. I love my library because I love books. And the thing I like most about books is it allows me to take someone else's perspective. And then that makes me a kinder, more loving person because I understand what it's like to be different people. And so that's why I love reading books in my library. And tonight I'm going to read for you one of my favorite books. It's called The Night Before Christmas. And this version of this story was written by Clement C. Moore, and the beautiful illustrations are by Mary Engelbrett. Let's get started. Oh, here's some of my friends, the elves. Oh, now Mrs. Claus remembers it's hard to turn pages with gloves on, so I'm going to take this one off. Here we go. The Night Before Christmas. Oh, and there's a beautiful town, just like this one. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to the objects below, when what to my wandering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment, it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. I know these guys too. Now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks were like roses, and his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and his beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. And a wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and he filled all the stockings and then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh and to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Ho, 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 ho. And there's my friends, the elves again. And that's my story.
We want to thank you guys for participating in another one of our virtual programs. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.